Hello, good evening, guys. So let me share my screen. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so are you able to complete the two assignment?
Yes, I did complete it. I have a small doubt in it. Like the second one that once we create the 1 second, please. The candidate file is the second one, right? I'm unable to connect that with the main application, the recruiting application.
Okay, meaning the candidate tab is not showing in the recruiting application, right?
Yeah, the thing is first, the procedure that I followed is as per the steps given by Devendra. First, I have created the position and its related tabs, and then I created the recruiting app, and then I have created the candidate object. But as per the rules given by Devendra is first we have to create both the position and candidate, then we have to import to the recruiting app. But only thing I missed here is the candidate one. I have created it at the end, but when I wanted to import that to the application, I couldn't find that in the drag down icon.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay, in the navigation item.
Yeah.
Did you create a tab for the candidate object?
Yes, I do created, and everything is finished, but only thing I couldn't find that in the navigation pop-up.
So is this issue is this still there? Are you still not able to see candidate tab?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see the candidate object, but not in the pop-up of drag down.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so what we will do, Devendra, is it fine? First, I'll just complete all the topics today, and then we'll take a look at Aishwarya's issue.
Sure, no worries.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much.
What we will do? Yeah,
no problem. Thank you so much.
You can share your screen, and then we'll see what is happening there.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Can I ask one thing? This is Sarurupa here.
Okay.
So how many number of classes I have already missed?
It's 2.
Okay, so this is the third class?
Yeah, total are 4, but the first session was only informal session, like introduction and everything. So yeah, basically you have missed 2 sessions.
Okay, thank you.
So Devendra might have shared one spreadsheet with you. There we have all the recordings for previous batches, including the current one. So what you can do is you can go through the recording for first 2 sessions.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so I believe you are able to see my screen.
Yes, Amrapali, could you please expand this a little bit?
Sure. Is it better?
Yeah, that's good. Much better. Thank you.
So today we'll see page layouts and customization of page layouts, how we can do it. Okay, so page layouts basically is let me open. application. It's my I mean old org. That's the reason you are seeing these many tabs here. But you are going to create this in future. As of now, just focus on the page layout topic. So if I open any candidate record, let's say, okay, right here we have two tabs, details and related. So in details we have all the fields added over here, right? Candidate name, first name, last name, mobile, record type, email, phone, fax, so currently employed. So these are all fields. So you also have may have created these fields and added it in the page layout, but your page layout is not like looking like this, right? Because I have arranged these fields as per my requirement, as per my interest. Okay, so you might have seen all the fields here on a single page, or we can say single column, um, on the details tab. Okay, so we are going to see how we can edit this. So page layouts, basically it allows us to customize and design this detail page, and page layouts can be used to control the appearance of fields, as you can see here. Fields, then we have related list, then we have custom links and custom standard buttons, custom buttons. Here, as you can see, on the right hand side, we have some buttons, right? So which button we want to see here, we can add, sorry. Okay. On this section, then we have activity. So page layout basically controls these many details. Okay, so these fields which we add here on the page layout, we can set this field whether user should be only view this field, or he should also have like edit access. So from the page layout, what we can do is we can set visibility, read only, or whether it is required on the page layout or not. So let me go to the object settings and show you how we can do these changes. So for that, what you'll have to do is go to setup, then go to object manager. Right now we are on the candidate object. Okay, so I'm going to find candidate object here. Okay, the third section here, as you can see, we have page layouts. Click on page layouts. So I have created these two page layouts. Just give me a moment. Let me just see which page layout I'm using. Okay. So it's this one, first one. Okay, you can create multiple page layouts if you want. So right now I'm using candidate layout. So I'm going to click on candidate layout. Okay, so once you click on page layout, this particular page will appear where on the top panel we have all the fields which we need to, which which we can add on the page layout, then buttons for lightning and classic, related list, report, charts. Okay, so on this particular highlight panel, you will see all the settings, and then you can add those fields, related list, and buttons, everything on the page layout here in the below section. Okay, so here on the page layout, if you see, the first setting is for quick actions in Salesforce Classic Publisher. Okay, meaning that if you are using the classic UI for Salesforce, then we have, let's say we have some buttons, so we can add those buttons in the classic publisher section. Okay, if we are using Lightning UI, then we have some Lightning buttons. Okay, so those buttons will appear on this highlight panel in mobile and Lightning action, and we can add those buttons in Salesforce mobile and Lightning experience actions. Okay, so these two settings are only for buttons. Okay, now you might be seeing that here we have some text and we are not able to add anything, right? If I just drag and drop, it shows like we are not able to add it. So why it is? Because what we have to do is we have to click on this branch icon, and once we click on this branch icon, we can see all the previous buttons added on the page layout, and then we can also add new button. Okay, so it's very simple to customize page layout. We just have to drag, right, and drop it on the section where we want it. Okay, so as of now I don't want these buttons. Let's just try to rearrange the fields. So this is the Salesforce mobile and Lightning experience action. Here to add button, we have to follow the same. We have to click on this branch icon, and then we can add buttons over here. Then these are all standard buttons added, and below section you will see candidate detail, right? So as of now, all these fields are arranged. Okay, so let's say what I want is I want this record type field here. Okay, so what I can do is just simply click on that record type field and drag it here. Okay, like this we can move any field anywhere in the page layout. And as you can see, these are all sections I have created, which is employer information, additional information, then addresses. Okay, so in order to create section, what you'll have to do is in the fields, we have the first button here, or first option is called section. Okay, so you just have to drag and drop it. Okay, now it's showing as green line, right? Green line means we can place it section over here. Once I place a section over here, I can give name. Test. Okay, now these settings where we want to display this, whether on the detail page or only on the edit page. So detail page meaning if I open any record, then it will going to show me the heading like this on the detail page. Okay, if we are hiding this and if we are only showing this on edit page, then what will happen when we click on edit button? Only that time it will going to show the section like this. Okay, so we want on the detail as well as edit page. Then here we have layout, whether we want one column or two column. In two column as well, how we can add fields, right? Tab key orders. Let's click on OK. So now new section is added. Okay, now I want to add a current employer field in the test section. So what I can do is just click on fields on this highlight panel. Okay, click on the field. Once you click on the field, it gets selected, and then you'll just have to drag this field and drop it on the section, and then the field is added on the text section. Okay, likewise you can customize the page. Here at the bottom of the page we have related list option. Related list is something related object. So we are going to see how we can create relationships and everything in upcoming session. And you might have seen, like if we go to the account, then we have related object, right? Child object. contact, opportunities, cases. So all those are child object, we can say, or related objects. So which related list should show here? We can add that here as well in the related list. So in this way, we can customize a page layout. Let me click on save. So once we click on save, it will be applicable for all the records. So let's go to the record.
Does it take time to update?
Yeah, it takes time to update. In Lightning, it takes time. Sometimes it shows, sometimes it takes time. What I'll do, just switch to the classic so that we will be able to see the section. Okay, for this particular, the page layout is different. We have to take the another records. Okay, as you can see here, for this particular candidate, we have test section and current employer field is added, right? And these are the system fields created by and last modified by. So let me switch to Lightning. Okay, now in Lightning also it is showing current employer field. And we can edit. So did you understand what is page layout and how we can customize a page layout?
Yes, I have a question. This is for a custom object that we created. Now, if we go to Object Manager and look for the standard objects which are provided by Salesforce, we can see how they're doing the page layout. That will probably make us understand it a little bit better.
Okay, so for the standard object, the procedure is same. You will have to go to the Object Manager account, and then the page layout is also same. You can modify it accordingly. So right now, as you can see, these mini fields are added here, right? I want to add a new section here also. This name as the section. Now, I want to add minimum amount, maximum amount fields. So I can add for here. And then click on save. So whether it is a standard object or custom object, you will have to make the customization, and it's the same for standard as well as custom object.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out if you cannot change the standard object. I guess we can.
Amrapalli, like I have a question. For the page layouts in the real-time scenario, like the client will ask you to like change, like put the sections or like, other buttons, like are they going to ask like?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
You can also show them the page layout and see, look, this is what we can do. We can change it according to your specifications. So, I mean, they may not know that, this can be done. So as a system admin, you can probably tell them, hey, this is how the page looks right now, but if you want something different, let me know.
Right.
Amrapali, I have a question.
Mhm.
So, how admin is accessing the page layout? Like, what kind of issue can trigger that that admin will be involved to access the page layout?
Access the page layout meaning?
Meaning, for example, what kind of issue can be triggered that admin has to change the page layout? Like what scenario it's needed to change the page layout?
See, it depends upon every like business, right? If there is any requirement for new field, and if they are adding any new field, then obviously we'll have to add that field on the page layout, right? So
Okay. So, like, can you give me any example?
I just showed you, right, how we can like customize the page layout, how we can add the fields. Example is what you can do is Devendra will share assignment link with you for position and candidate object,
Yes.
where you'll have to create objects as well as fields, right? So when you will add those fields on the page layout, it will not looking like this. It will be like placed one after another here,
Okay.
like this. One like a account owner, then below account name, something like that. So what you can do is you can arrange that fields as per your, I mean, your requirement. You can do that. You can try that for the page layout customization. And this is for everyone.
Okay. And so you said that to add the fields. So for adding the fields, we can always create a new field, right? So like why we have to come to the page layout? We can create a new field.
Field creation is different and customization of page layout is different. When you are creating field, that means you are creating a column in the table, but where to place it, for that you'll have to go to the page layout, right? And you will
So the
have to
page
place
layout
that
is
field.
showing us like how to like the whenever we are clicking the detailed page related or details, so the page layout is showing like where to place those fields on that page.
Right.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the clarification.
More or less cosmetics too. You know, how do you like it? How do you like to see it?
Yes, correct.
That's a very point. Say for example, like when you are recruiting the web page like Indeed or Dice, the administrative people of that application would do the changes. However, the HR wants the requirement to be posted. So the look and feel for posting your job, that is what we are doing here. Is it correct, or am I going in a wrong direction?
No, it's correct.
Yeah, so even I want to add here, that's like showing the UI, the front,
Right.
the UI design is page layout. So if how you want to present your app,
Yes.
Right.
that's where that comes in, page
Yeah.
layout.
Yes.
So that's the UI part. Well, Amrapali,
Right.
I have a question. So you have so many layouts and you were looking for what page layout is being used, right? Where do you see that?
That is something I was going to show you in the next session.
Oh, next session. Okay, fine. We'll wait. No problem. Is it okay quickly if you can go there? Or
Right
you
now I
want-
have so many. I don't think so.
Okay, fine. No problem.
Yeah, Amrapali, I have a question.
Mhm.
In a field, do you just few keys are active or others are not? Like account source are active and clean status is active, other is not active.
Here in this highlight panel, right?
Yeah, why that is?
Meaning that the who, the account name, right? It is showing as grayed out. That means this particular field is already added on the
Okay,
page,
okay, okay.
and this field is not.
Okay, okay, fine. Thank you.
Mhm.
Probably I like it when you say matlab.
Sorry, it's like a habit
It's all
for
right.
me.
It's okay.
Yeah, generally, like in India, like whenever we are with our internal calls and also we discuss all the problems, Salesforce problem in Hindi only.
Yeah.
But when we are with the US client and all, we speak English. So that's the reason sometimes it happens that we speak out Hindi.
That's all
Yeah.
right. That's
That's
perfectly
perfectly fine.
Okay. Any other question for page layout?
No.
Okay. So all of you have created both of the objects as well as fields, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can customize the page layouts for position and candidate object as per your will. Okay. What you want in the page layout, how many sections you want there, how many fields you want there, what you want to like arrange and everything.
Amrapali, I have one more question. So for the quick actions, you said the quick actions, whatever the fields are available for the quick actions that only can be added to the quick actions in Salesforce Classic,
Yes,
or okay,
that is correct.
not to the
So-
Lightning.
Right. For Lightning, we have mobile and Lightning actions. So these quick actions and buttons, this is something altogether different topic. So I'm going to take that in the upcoming sessions. But as of now, just remember that all the buttons which are available in quick actions in this particular section, okay, only those buttons we can add here in quick action. If I am adding, let's say, new account here, I won't be able to add. As you can see, it is not letting me to add, right? But if I
Yes.
go here, I can add it, right?
Yes.
Similarly, for mobile and lightning actions as well, if I add this over here, it will not let me add it over here. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Also, let's say there might be some scenarios like sometimes what happens is clients want sections in related list as well. This is not possible. We cannot add sections in related list. This is only for details information. Okay, meaning that in account detail we have all these fields, right? So we can place them anywhere we want, but we cannot add sections in related list.
Okay.
Amrapali, I have a question, but it's not related to page layout.
Mhm.
Could you please tell me how to keep practicing in different orgs?
Then you'll have to create a different org. I believe for Trailhead, you have already created playgrounds, right?
Mhm.
So in playgrounds as well, you can practice.
So you guys, you are giving me the assignments, right?
Mhm.
So for that assignments, if I
So you
want
can create new developer org. If you have already one developer org, and if you have already completed assignment over there and you want to practice in new org, then you can create new one. You know the link, right?
yeah, I know.
Developer.salesforce.com. Yeah. Yeah. So create a new developer org and there you will practice.
Okay. Thank you.
Even I have created a developer org. Now this is for the previous batch, this particular org which I am showing right now. But for this batch, I have created different org. But there I don't have these many fields. That's the reason I'm showing old org. Okay. If no other questions on page layout, we will see next topic, which is lightning record pages. So lightning record pages is a collection of several components on this particular single page. Okay, So by default, each object, for example, account, contacts, opportunities, all these objects has its unique record page provided by Salesforce itself. So if I go to the sales application, let me open sales application in new tab. Okay, if I go to the account, open this account, as you can see, the whole page is called lightning record page, right? Because this particular page is a collection of components. This is one component, this is second component, and this is third component. And in between these components, we have added a fields, related list, activities, tabs, and everything, right? So okay, so as you can see in the account page layout, let me show you how we can edit this and how these components we can customize. Okay, so for that, what you'll have to do is, by default, now what happens is when you create any object in Salesforce or in Lightning experience, okay, by default Salesforce will show you component like this. Okay, later on you can customize those components, sorry, as per your requirement. So when you will go to the object manager, let's say account, we have a section called lightning record pages. Okay, now I have already created 2 lightning record pages, but I'm only using one lightning record page. Okay, let's say this one, account record page. Okay, click on edit. But when you will go to the object manager, you won't be able to see this lightning record page because you have not yet created any lightning record pages, right? Salesforce has created by default, but when Salesforce creates it, it doesn't show here in object settings. Okay, you will see blank in the lightning record pages. For me, it is showing 2 lightning record pages, but if you go, then you will see this particular page is black. Okay, so in order to see the standard lightning record page, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go to the, let's say, account tab, open any record. Now remember the steps, right? Because after that you will forget these steps and you will go to the account tab, and then you will see you will not be able to see anything, and then you will be confused like why I'm not able to see the lightning record page. So go to the account, click any account record, open the account record where you can see all the fields added and everything. After that, here go to the setup gear and click on edit page, right? So once you click on edit page, Salesforce will open app builder. So this is app builder for Lightning UI. Okay, now here, as you can see, this is a different section, this is a different section, and this is a different section, right? And here we can add or remove components as well. So this is called highlight panel. Okay, this is called highlight panel. Here on this section we have added related and details, and here we have activities. Now let's say what we want is, I want details section over here and activity section over here, activity tab over here. Then what I can do is click here. Then once you will click on the component, okay, here we have tabs option. So I can add new tab, which will be details tab. Okay, here I can also select the default tab, whether I want activity or details. Let's say I want details and I want details. Okay, and I want to remove the activity. So I'm going to remove the activity. Now, as you can see, I have added details tab, but the component is blank. I'm not able to see anything over here. Let me just save it quickly and go to the account. Okay, as you can see, I have only added details tab, but not any component over there. That's the reason you are not able to see anything on the right hand side. Okay, it is showing as blank. So what we will do now, we will add a component over there. So again, the record is already open on the system. I'll just go to the setup here and click on the edit page. Okay, so on the left hand side, you can see all these are components which we can add on this particular page. Okay, and on the right hand side, we can see the settings for that particular component. Okay, so sorry, I have done details. Like this, you can add details section. So you might be wondering that I have added tab, but there was no component, and that's the reason it was not showing anything. Okay, so like this, you will have to add details section. Here we have components, highlight panel, then we have list view, path, potential duplicate. It is also the standard component, record detail, related list single, related list quick links, related lists, then related records, report chart, rich text. Okay, all these are standard component provided by Salesforce. Now, what I want is here, I will just add activity. Okay, so for that, what I have done is I just click on this particular component. Here we have add tab. I'm going to select the name as activity, done. Okay, here I have added activity, and in this particular component, what I'll have to do is search for the component activity. Okay, and just drag and drop it over here. Right, so here I have added activity section. Now here I also want to add activity as well as details, for example. So what I will do, let's search for tab component. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, drag and drop it over here, tab component. So by default it shows details and related, but we can change it. Okay, let's add new tab. Here activity, done. Now what I want is I want details section default, not activity. First I want details and then activity, and here also I can set which particular tab I want as a default. So whenever I will open a record, that particular section will show. Okay, so right now details and activity, both these tabs are empty. We have to add a component over here. So for details we have related record details. Okay, record details meaning all the fields will show. Let me open any page layout. So all these fields are added. Okay, only those fields will show on the record details. So even if you might say that why we have to customize the page layout if we are customizing the lightning record pages, because with the lightning record pages you can customize the look, right? Which section you want where, But using page layout, you can actually customize which data you want there, which column you want there. So let's say if I have not added any field over here on the page layout, any field, okay, we just have standard field, which is account name, okay, then created by and last modified by, that's it. And we have not added any field in the page layout, and we are just adding record detail page. Then in that scenario, only account name, account owner, created by and last modified field will show, no other field will show. So before making these changes, first you'll have to do the changes in the page layout, and then you can make changes in the lightning record pages. So right now I have added record detail component in the details tab. Now for activities, we have another standard component, which is activities. Okay, so the process is same. You just have to click on it and drag and drop it over here. Okay, now let's say I want to add a custom tab over here. Okay, I don't want the standard tab. So what you can do is click on add tab, details, and then here we have the first option is custom. So when you select custom, we can give the label as we want. And then click on done. So once we click on done, a new tab will get added, and then we can add any component from here. Let's say related list, quick links. Okay, so now only difference between related list and related list quick links is when we go to the related, okay, it shows like this, like the related list and the records which are added over there. But if we go to the related list quick links, it just shows like a link, okay, and then we have to click on that link and it will going to open in the next tab. Okay, only this is the difference. So like that, let's say I have made the customization. Now I want to save this. Okay, so for that you'll have to click on save button, and once you save this, you'll have to click on activate button. Okay, here this is already activated in my system, so that's the reason it will not directly ask me to activate. But when you will do the customization and once you will click on save, system will automatically ask you whether you want to activate this particular lightning page layout or not. Okay, so all the customization is done. I have saved the changes, and now I want to activate these lightning record pages for users. So for that, I will click on activate button. Now here in the activate page, we have three options. Okay, first is org default, second is app default, and third is app record type and profile default. Org default means if we select this as org default, then all of the users in your organization will see this particular page. Okay, and there will be only one page. If we select app default, then this particular page layout will be only assigned to that particular app. So you know, right, we can create custom apps. We have some standard apps, and here I have recruiting app. Let's say what I want to do is I want to assign this to only sales application. So this particular lightning record page will, all the changes which I have done right now, it is going to show on only sales application, not any other application. And form factor is whether you want to show it on desktop or phone or desktop and phone. Okay, these are the form factors we have to select. And third is assign app record type and profile. So record type is something, a new topic for you, and this is we are going to see in the next session, so don't worry about that. But as of now, just remember. So let's say I will, as of now it is assigned as app default, but I'm going to select it as app record type and profile. Okay, so for that you will have to just click on assign this button, Then here we have different apps. We have to select the apps. I'm going to select sales app, then click on next. Form factor, click on next. Here record type. So by default, every object has master record type, which is created by Salesforce, and that is the reason it is showing as master, because we have not yet created any record types for account object. So we will have to select the record type, click on next, and then you can select here the profile as well. So let's say if I select only system administrator, then meaning that this particular changes on the lightning record pages will be applicable only for system administrator profile. So let's say 10 users have system admin profile, only those 10 users will be able to see these changes. No other profile users will be able to see those changes. If you select standard user as well, then standard user profile users will be able to see those changes. Okay, and then click on next and save. That's it. Okay, so once it is activated, you can see those changes. Okay, now I'll just click on back, because we have already saved and activated our lightning record page, and as you can see, the changes are showing, right? Here we have activity tab, here we have test custom tab, where we have added related list quick links. Here we have also details and activity. Okay, now if you just hover on the contact, it will show first 5 contacts, and then you can click on the related list and it will show like this. If you go to the related, if you click on view all, it will show like this. Okay, so the only difference is it just shows in the form of link. That's it. Now we have made these changes only for system admin profile, only for sales application. Now go to any different application. Okay, so let's switch it to service application. Let's see, we have account. Yeah, we do have account tabs added. So I'm going to open any record here, and as you can see, we don't have those customizations which I have done for sales application, right? Here we can see activity, and here we have these tabs, but not a test custom tab, and here details and related. Okay, now what we will do, we'll again go to sales application, and this time we will assign it as org default. Let's see what happens. So as usual, I have opened the record. So I go to edit page, click on activate button, and I will assign it as org default. Okay, stop and go. Next and save. That's it. When you assign it to org default, it doesn't ask you for which application, for which profile, because it will be applicable for all of the users, right? Yeah, it's like global. Okay, now we are in the sales application. Now go to the service application. On accounts. Okay, I just refreshed the page, and now it's showing the changes as well for service application. As you can see, we can see test custom tab and our details and activity tab over here. So in this way, you can customize the standard lightning record page, which is provided by Salesforce. Now let's say you don't want to customize the standard lightning record page, and you want to create your own from scratch. So for that, how you can do it, you have to go to the setup, go to the object manager, account. Sorry, lightning record pages. Okay, and from here you can create new lightning record page. Okay, so here we have new button. So once you click on new lightning record page, it will ask you which type of page you want to create, whether it is app page or home page or record page. So what we want is record page. Okay, so we will have to click on record page. Click on next. Then we'll have to give the label. Select the object. So this is the extra steps. Even if we are going to the object settings for account, it doesn't pull by default name for that object. We have to explicitly select that particular object. Okay, so I have given label and I have selected object, then click on next. Now here we have to choose the page template. So here Salesforce has provided different types of templates. So as you can see here, I will show 1 and 2 panel. Okay, if we click here on the header and left sidebar, then meaning this first is showing as highlight panel, or we can say header. Second is showing sidebar, and third is our main page. Okay, header 1 region, header right sidebar. So what we can see here on this particular page layer is this one, header and right sidebar. Then we can also add 3 regions like this. Okay, so we have different templates. Either we can show one region as well. One region means it will be a single page, and there you will add components exactly like Salesforce Classic. Sometimes it may happen that when users transit from Salesforce Classic to Lightning, they are not used to these Lightning record pages, right? For details go here, related go here, activities go here. No, they are used to check the fields, then related list, then activity and everything. So for those users, they can use this one region and add components like this. So let's say we are going to select this one. Okay, header and left sidebar. Click on finish. Okay, now this particular template is showing, and we have to add the components. Okay, now here on the first component, what we want is highlight panel. So here what we will do, we will select highlight panel and add it on the first section. Then we want activity. Okay, only activities. That's the reason I'm not adding any tab. I'm just adding activities over here. And here what I want is detail as well as related. So that's the reason what we will do is we will first add tab component. Then for tabs we have already related and details, and in the related we'll have to add related lists, and for details we have to add related records. Oh, sorry, record detail. For that, all the fields will show in the details section. Okay, related and details. Now this is a new page, right? Here even you can see activation button is grayed out. Okay, once I will save this, now system automatically asks us whether you want to activate this page or not. Click on activate. Here I will select app default, assign it to the app. So what we will do, we will assign this particular page layout only for service application. Okay, so here I will select service application. Its service is not showing. Let's just try for sales. because the first lightning record page which we have created is a global record page. Okay, but if we create a new lightning record page and if we add it on the application, then that particular record page will only show for that application. Okay, not for any other application, and for any other application the global page will show. So let's go here, switch it to sales. Go to accounts. Sales. Yes. For service, it should not like change. But for sales, it should show. Let's just don't want to log out and log in because sometimes it takes time to service. It is showing correct. For sales, it should show exactly like this, the new page which we have created, activities section over here and details and activities over here. It is activated and it is assigned as app default as well. And here also you can see if we select app default page assignment, then it says that overrides the app default. That means even if we have assigned the first page layout as app default, the second page layout will be applicable only to sales application, but it is not showing right now. Let me try log out and log in. Okay, I'll have to check why it is showing, because sometimes because of cache and cookies, changes don't reflect. But as of now, just remember that when we do the changes, okay, and when we activate the page, okay, even if we have assigned of default and if we are creating a new page and assigning it as app default, or let's say app record type and profile, then it will override the org default. Okay, for this it is showing as org default, for this it is showing as org as well as app default. For both of the pages it will going to override. Okay, any questions on this topic? I'll have to see why this is not coming, and maybe I'll have to clear my cache cookies for the browser.
So Amrapali, you also can create the components, or you just have to drag and drop components under the tabs.
So components, the standard components which Salesforce has provided, yes, we have to drag and drop. And creating components, lightning component is something developer can do. I mean, it's the developer's work to create lightning components. And there might be some scenarios that you are installing some third-party applications in your Salesforce organization. Then in that scenario, if that particular application is providing some custom component, then those custom components will appear here in custom manage.
Okay, so can we try to clear the cache now and look? Will that work, or is there something bug in Salesforce? Or nothing would be like that, right? That's
No,
just
I
the
don't know.
cache problem you're having as of now. Why it's not reflecting? Can we try and clear the cache now, or you have a problem with that?
Just a minute. I'm trying something. Any other question? Any other question for lightning record pages?
So no, so maybe once you fix the problem, you can explain us later, maybe in the next class.
I'll have to see. I'm not going to clear cache cookies right now, but I'll have to see after the class. Anyone
Yeah,
has
you
any
can explain in
questions?
the next class.
Also, you can also try to customize the same in your organization. Just create first, edit the standard lightning record page, right? Then assign it as of default, and then create new record page, and then assign it to only app, and then see what happens. Okay.
This was kind of little too overwhelming. You did a lot of stuff now. So yeah,
Right, right.
take some time to
Yeah,
see.
that's the reason I am not taking any new topic right now.
Like last time, they will send us the step-by-step sequence. Will we receive that so that it will be easy, to create for today's topics?
Amrapali, I have a question. So how changing the lightning record pages improves the experience for the user?
Okay, you asked how lightning record pages improve experience of the user.
Yeah, like changes, some changes, like you have shown some components can be added on the lightning record pages, and that can be assigned to some profiles. So when the user will use like his home page, so the components will show on the home page. So how it will improve their like whenever they will log in, how it will improve their experience to use the Salesforce.
Now let's say for the account object, okay, we have this particular it page or lightning record page. Okay, now only the sales users are working on account, creating accounts, contacts, or leads. Okay, now there might be some scenarios that they are manually creating this and they are entering information, right, and creating accounts. Now this Burlington Textile Corp of America, maybe it is already added uh, previously in the system. Okay, that means it is existing in our system, but our user doesn't know, right? And the user might add this particular account again. That means we have duplicate account, right? But as I showed you earlier, we have potential duplicate component as well. If we add that component only for sales user, because those users are creating accounts. So if we add that component, then when user will enter information and try to save it, potential duplicate will find component will find duplicates in the system, and it shows whether the duplicate account exists or not. If it exists, then it will give you warning that we have found one duplicate for this account, and then it will give you option whether you want to save it or ignore it, everything, right? So this will be useful for them, right?
Okay.
Devendra,
So
do you want to say something here? Hello, Devendra, are you there?
Yeah, Mapali.
Yeah.
Hello.
Would you like to say something over here?
No, I missed Mapali.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, you were saying something, Satpura. What's your name again? Sorry, I forgot.
Satrupa.
Satrupa. Yeah,
Yeah.
Satrupa. Okay. Satrupa. Okay.
Bengali names are sometimes hard to pronounce.
Yes. Sometimes we pronounce Satpura and Satrupa.
Yeah. I thought it's
You can call
Satpura.
me Rupa. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you were saying something there?
Yeah, so I'm saying that for as a user, like whenever the lightning app page will be changed, there will be changes in the app page. So whenever they will log into their account, that will be shown in their home page, like what they will see it.
Not in their homepage. Right now, we are making changes for account object, right? So it will be only applicable for account. Not
Okay.
account.
Okay.
And all this requirement we get from client. So let's say client says that we want details section over here, not here, then you'll have to move the details section over here. If they want that we want activity section over here, then you'll have to move the activity section here from here.
Okay. But we can do the changes in the app, in like specific apps, or also in the home page.
Right, we can do that.
Yes.
So let's say if you want to go to the home page and add some component, then the process is same. You just have to go to the setup here, click on edit page, then Lightning Builder will open, and here you can add components, right?
Okay, yes. The components are pre-existing. We cannot add any new component.
We can add new component, but it requires like coding knowledge. So developer will create these custom components if there is any requirement.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Devendra, can I say something, please?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the last session where we went through custom apps and custom objects and how to create them, and then you gave us an assignment. I think most of us understood the concept, what Amrapali was telling us. But I think, to me, I don't know how everybody else feels, the assignment helps more because you're actually doing it yourself.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
All
Correct.
right. And that, to me, I learn more that way. And even
Yes.
today's session, if there's some kind of assignment that can be given to us, that will help, I think, most of us to understand it much better. Because this is
Yes.
more trying to get the knowledge of where everything is. We understand the concept, this can be done.
Mm-hmm.
But where the buttons are, all that, you make mistakes, and you learn through mistakes. I actually learned more by making mistakes in the assignment. Because then I had to research it and find it, and then now I'm going to remember all that.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, you don't worry, we will share assignment with you.
So will we receive any assignment for today's topic? It will be actually helpful for us.
Yes, Amrapali, we have the assignment for Latin record
Right.
pages. I'll share with them.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep.
So,
Okay, let me stop sharing my screen.
so Amrapali, like, can I show my screen for the previous assignment? Why
Sure.
I'm unable to? Are you able to see this?
Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
In this, see the candidate. To, navigate that towards the selected items.
Okay, no problem. Could you please go to the setup?
What is the setup?
You'll have to click on that. No, not yet. That back button, right? Okay. In the quick find box, enter tab.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
That is a new
Okay.
Click on tabs. As you can see, you have only created tab for position object, not for candidate. So you'll have to create new tab for candidate object as well. So from here you can create, there is a new button in custom object tab.
Yeah, here. But last time when I have created it is showing in the home page.
Okay, could you please show me that? Yeah, open it in the news tab. Click on add one.
See here.
That is object which you have created, right?
Yes.
That is custom object. It is showing as type as custom object definition, but not tab. This is the object settings, but you have not yet created any tab. These are all fields.
Okay, so I have to create the tab and then I can also attach from the tabs that you have shown here, right?
Not there. You'll have to go to setup, click on home, right? Click on home.
Okay.
Then
here I can add a
new tab.
Okay. I'll do it.
So once you add a new tab, then you'll have to go to the recruiting application.
Mhm.
And then you can add that.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll just see the steps and then once do it and then add it.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right then.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Amrapali.
No problem.
I'm stopping sharing.
Yeah, Amrapali, I have a question.
Mhm.
Can we change the any custom object visibility option?
Visibility option meaning?
Visibility option meaning like a different app. For example, we create a position in
Yes. Right. So you have created position and candidate, right? And you might have created recruiting application as well. So once you will add position and candidate in the recruiting application, then those tabs will only appear for recruiting app.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have not added this in sales application, service, or any other custom application, it will not going to show on that particular application.
But we can do.
Yeah, you can add, right?
How we
Yes.
can you explain?
It's the same, right? You have to go to the app manager where you have created the application,
Okay.
open any app or click on edit. Okay, then go to the navigation exactly like the recruiting app and add that particular tab.
I try, but not do. Can you explain it? That's
Yeah, you can share your screen.
good. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Can you see my screen? Amrapali?
Yes, yes, I'm able to see your screen.
Yeah, there's a two tab.
Mhm.
There is a position and the candidate object. There is a two object created. But in Salesforce main app, I show you.
Sales.
Yeah, that is not visible here. Okay.
Click on more.
Sorry?
Click on more option.
Sure.
Okay, then go to the setup
Okay.
here. Go to app manager. Have you added those tabs in the sales application?
No.
Okay, then how it is going to show in the sales application? You'll have to add those tabs there. Go to the sales application, scroll down. I think it's 15th number. Scroll
Yeah.
down.
Number 14.
No, that is for classic. For lightning, it's 15.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there is a drop down right button on the right side. Click on edit. Go to navigation item. The steps are exact same, right? You'll have to add the tab in the navigation item of any application.
Got it. Thank you.
by the way, this is the mistake I made during the assignment. I was in a hurry and I didn't click the visit button on for both tabs objects. So it wasn't appearing in the. Was trying to figure out how to put it in the custom application, and it just wasn't working out. I talked to Farrell also, and he asked me to recreate it, and he showed me where the button was, and I did that. But then I wanted to get I had to create a new custom object. And that's how I was able to get the new custom object in the application. But I still wanted to get the other two objects that we had created in the assignment.
So sometimes
And
it,
yeah,
yeah,
this
please.
is how I finally figured out how to do it with, because I was trying to look in the object manager how to do it, and I couldn't
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah. So creating tabs, okay. When you create any custom objects, that time it shows you the section whether you want to create tab or not. If you miss that, then you'll have to create tabs from the settings. I mean, you cannot go back to the object settings and create tabs. Then we have different setting which called tabs altogether, and we have to create it from there. Okay. Any other question?
No.
Okay, then that's it for today. Devendra will share assignments with all of you. Try, customizing page layouts and lightning record pages. You might have questions because you will make mistakes, right? You will not be able to understand where, I mean, what to do and what not to do. So that is all fine. Just try. And if you have any questions or anything, we can discuss it in the next class after this session. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Rupali, I have a question. Sorry, I'm asking too many questions.
No problem.
So for the objects, after creating two objects, for example, we I think there for the first class you have created candidate object and account object. So if we
Account is actually standard object. We have created candidate and position object.
position, right? So can we like if we want to share or if we want to see the same records in different objects, so what do we have to do?
No, that is
Can
not possible, right? How you can see same records in different object. Every object is different. Object meaning table. Every table is different, right? So data will be different for every table, right? So this is not possible that you are like that you want to see account record in candidate object. That is not possible.
okay.
Okay. Any other question?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, then we'll see you in the next class.